Welcome back, students. In the today's class we continue the understanding quadrilateral chapter 3 exercise 3.3 question 6. In the previous class we completed the question 5 in the exercise 3.5. In the today's class we will continue the problem 6. Here the question given is two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measures. Find the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram. So what we assuming first step is let. So we have to find the measure of each angles of the parallelogram. So first step is let the two adjacent angles. So adjacent angles are not given. We have to assume it. So let the two adjacent angles of a parallelogram, be y degree each. Then y degree plus y degree. This will be, so each adjacent angles is assumed as y degree. So y degree will be, so sum of the adjacent angles of the parallelogram is equal to 180 degrees. So because we can write as 1 point, that is sum of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 180 degrees. Therefore, we have to add this, taking this equation, that is y degree is equal to 180 degrees. So add this will become 2y degrees, which is equal to, that is 180 degrees. Then this one will become 180 degree divided by 2, which is equal to 1s are 2 9s are, then will become 90 degree. So what we have to write the conclusion, that is each angle of a parallelogram is a right angle. So the conclusion what we got is 90 degree. So 90 degree means it is a right angle. So each angle of a parallelogram is a right angle. Since, one more point, since the opposite angle of the parallelogram is equal. Y means each 90 degree, that is opposite angles of a parallelogram is equal. So this is the solution for this one, that is the 6th question. So the adjacent angles we have assumed, then we have the formula, that is the adjacent angles of the sum of the adjacent angles of the parallelogram is equal to 180. Using that we added these variables, that is two angles we took. These are the two adjacent angles. Adjacent angles means the angles next to each other. Therefore we added this, then we got 90 degrees. Since we got 90 degree means it is a right angle. Since the opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal, each angle will be equal to 90 degree. This was the question. So we move on to the next one, that is the 7th question. In the 7th question, the adjacent figure diagram is given here, that is the OPE. The adjacent figure OPE is a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. Find the angle measure, that is XYZ. State the property used to find them. So here the parallelogram is given, called, the parallelogram name is OPE. HOPE. PE. So this HOPE. This is the diagram given. Then we have to just find the angle of measure, that is X, Y, Z we have to find, and we have to tell which are the properties used here. So we'll start the solution. That is, first we'll start the adding the sum of all this. So what is the adding the all adjacent angles. So here what is that is X plus Y plus Z is equal to 180 degree. So 180 degrees, that is we use, that is the linear, we'll just write linear pair property. Linear pair property. Here opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Therefore we had all this. Then we have X is equal to here X. Then this one, since here we have an exterior angle, so we can write this one as, that is 180 minus 70. Since it is an exterior angle, it is opposite to X, we can write X is equal to 180 minus 70. What we get is X as 110 we get. Next, taking this, therefore we have here, that is Y is, its opposite angle is Z. Therefore Y is, we can write as Y as 40 degree. In the bracket, opposite angles are equal. Angles are equal. Next step is, so why we substitute here? So therefore we take the question X, Y plus Z is equal to 180. Substitute Y here, that is Y is so much, that is 40 X plus 40 plus Z is equal to 180. Therefore we have to just find out this one. So 40 here also, since Y is 40, its adjacent angle, therefore X is also 40. Just write down adjacent angles. Since we have Y as 40, adjacent angles. Now we substitute all here. So you take this 40 plus 40. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. X, it's not an adjacent angle. Here we have got a X as 110. So substitute X here. Therefore X so much 110 plus Y is 40 plus Z. Thus Z is equal to 180. So 180 degree, we have to add this. Z is equal to 180. Then this becomes 150. 150 plus, so Z is equal to 180. 180 minus 150 degrees will be how much? Therefore Z is equal to 30 degrees. So our first step is taking the parallelogram, adding all this will be equal to 180 degree, that is linear property of the opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal. We are using this property. Then take this one, this X opposite angle is 70 degrees. So we can write it as, it is an exterior angle. So X is equal to 180 minus 70. X we got 110. Then Y is 40. Since the opposite angle is 40. Y we can take as 40. So we have this x plus y plus z is equal to 180. Substitute all here, then we'll get, add all this and simplify, we will get z as 30. So this is the question 7. So we move on to the question 8. In the question 8, the first problem here is the following figures, guns and runs are parallelograms. Find x and y length in centimeters. So a parallelogram is given, the name they have given as guns. So we have to find out x and y in the length, in centimeters. So first figure given is this one. So in the figure, first we will take the opposite sides. Opposite sides, since in the parallelogram opposite sides are equal, first take, that is 3x is equal to 18 we will take. Therefore x is equal to how much? 18 by 3 is equal to 3 ones are 3 6 are. So next, again opposite sides one set we took, again we'll take the next step. Next step is, that is 3y minus 1 is equal to 26. We'll simplify this, that is 3y is equal to 26 plus 1. Therefore y is equal to 27 by 1. Therefore y is 27 by 3. 3 ones are 3 nines are. Therefore the value of x and y is equal to, x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 9 in centimeters. That's all. This is the solution. Take the opposite sides and just simplify, we'll get the value of x and y. So this is the 8th question, first one. We move on to the 8th second one. Here also one more parallelogram is given. Parallelogram is given, that is runs or UNS. So here all the some values are given. Here in this figure there are two diagonals. So the solution here is, I'll write here, the given figure runs is a parallelogram. Runs is a parallelogram with two diagonals. With the two diagonals. So which are the two diagonals? That is RN and SU, which bisect means this one. They bisect each other at these points, which bisect each other. So two diagonals we have a parallelogram and two diagonals, that is RN and SU are the two diagonals, and they bisect each other. After this, next is, first we'll form an equation using these diagonals. Taking the first diagonal, we have C. First diagonal, which one? RN. We can take an equation, that is x plus y is equal to 16. 16 we got an equation. So now second diagonal, which one is the second diagonal? That is US. So US is the second diagonal, which with this we can form another equation, that is cy plus 7 is equal to 20. So now take this equation. So we'll take this one as equation 1 and equation 2. So now take equation 1, equation 2, which is y plus 7 is equal to 20. Now we can find out y from this. Then 20y minus 7 is equal to y is equal to how much? 13 we are getting. So y we got. Now substitute y is equal to 13 in equation 1. Substitute y is equal to 13 in equation 1. So next is x plus y is equal to 16 is the equation 1. Now substitute here. X plus 13 is equal to 16. X is equal to 16 minus 13, which is equal to 3. Therefore, how much we are getting? X is equal to 3. Finally, therefore, we have x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 13. Sorry, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 13. So once again I will explain. This is a parallelogram given, which is called runs, R-U-N-S, all in capital letters, and two diagonals are there. Two diagonals means they meet at these two edges. There are two diagonals which bisect each other. So US is one diagonal, RN is the another diagonal. So we take the first diagonal, RN, we can form an equation here, that is x plus y is equal to 16 is the first equation. Then the second diagonal will be US, where y plus 7 is equal to 20. After form this first diagonal, we have the first equation. So the second diagonal, we have the second equation. So now take the equation 2. From the equation 2 we can simplify and we can get y. See here, y plus 7 is equal to 20. Then y is equal to 20 minus 7, we get y as 13. So next is substituting, we got y as 13 here. Now take y as 13, substitute in equation 1. What is equation 1? 1 is x plus y is equal to 16. So what is the y value? Here just substitute in this y place, then substitute the 13, then simplify, we will get, that is 16 minus 13 is equal to 3. So finally what are the values? That is x we are getting, that is 3, write down. So and y is the 13. This is the final solution of the problem. So if you have any doubts, please comment me, subscribe my channel, like, share all the videos. Thank you.